Welcome back to our fourth and final video of our Ableton tutorials. This video is going to be concentrating on non-linear sequencing. Firstly, we're going to be looking at our follow actions, which allow us to offset loops. Now, the pad FM, up here, we're going to want to duplicate our MIDI clip. And the first clip, we're going to want to set to 4 bars. Next. Like so. And the second clip, we're going to want 6 bars and set that to first. Okay, now onto our vocal sampler. Every clip, we're going to want them all on 5 bars. And any. Except the first clip and loop off. First clip, loop off, yep. Next up, we're going to create self-modulating variation in our drum rack. A MIDI note will be triggering a clip that randomly plays back transients from a percussion loop. So we're going to want the new cell in drum rack. And we're going to want to insert an instrument rack. Okay. Insert random. With a chance of 100%. Choices 24. And a scale of 3. Now we want to insert a simpler. And after we insert the simpler, we want to load Egypt 11. GB. Yep. Slice it and set the sensitivity to 100%. We want to select polyphonic on that as well. And insert on 2.0 and 4.0 of first drum clip. and 4.0. Okay, so now that we've done that, we want to create a new drum clip. Club on 1 and 1.4.2. We want HH on 1.1.3. And 1.3. Okay, and then flare on 1.1.4. And instrument clip on 1.3.4. Okay, so we're going to want to set the drum rack follow actions with the first clip set at 16 bars next. And the second clip at 16 bars first. Like so. Sweet.
Next up, for our stab, we're going to create a randomized effects rack. So we're going to start off by grouping all of our plugins. And then we're going to go to the chains, and we're going to duplicate the chain number 1 3 times to give us a total of 4. On the first one, we're going to insert a chorus as standard. Cool. And we're going to name that chain chorus. Chain 2, we're going to insert a saturator. We're going to rename that saturator, and we're going to set the drive to 5 decibels. The output to -3 decibels, and the soft clip on. You put it off. Did it? On. Yeah, cool. Next up, chain 3, we're going to insert a phaser. We're going to set the frequency to 6.5 kilohertz and the feedback to maximum. Frequency 6.5 kilohertz and the feedback to maximum. Cool. We're going to name that chain phaser. Next up, we're going to go to chain 4, and we're going to insert a grain delay. We're going to set the frequency to 4.7 and the delay time to 6. And we'll name that one grain delay. Next up, we're going to select all the chains, and we're going to extend them out to the maximum, like so. And then we're going to right click, and we're going to distribute ranges equally. Next up, we're going to insert a max LFO outside of the instrument rack. We're going to map that to the chain selector. We're going to set to random, set to 4 bars, and the depth to 100%. And now we can have a listen to that.
So as you can see, the effects chain is randomly selected. This creates constant movement and variation in our musical idea. Using just a small handful of MIDI clips, we've transformed a simple loop into a continuously evolving song, which explores nonlinear sequencing in not only clip playback, but also randomized drum hits, effects chain selection, and parameters. The song has infinite movement and will never repeat the same phrase. Now we're going to simply play the song for a few minutes, and you can see how it's consistently evolving.